from Elite Express
Logistics
Limited is the name, and they're at the Latin Bush Centre on Southern Way, Harlow. And so we're just going to now ask Nick. So Nick, how's business?
It's a little bit slow in January, but it normally is. We had a very busy end of year. January in our trade is notoriously slow. I think everyone post-Christmas comes back to work slowly, and manufacturing gets slowly. The wheels start turning, but it does take a little while. So our January is normally our slowest month. If we're going to take time off, it's probably January is the best month to do it. But
so I guess we should start at the beginning. What is your business?
The business is, we're basically a same-day courier company. We transport goods for people who either have goods of shapes and sizes that can't be transported normally by your everyday companies, FedExes and the other companies such as that. And we also obviously are able to transport bits that people want done immediately, and we literally take anything from an envelope to a 13.6 metre container of furniture, so anything in between we can transport anywhere.
So what is your business doing in Harlow?
You're
very welcome to be here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. No, I'm not from Harlow myself. I'm from basically I live by the race Chelmsford Racecourse. I initially was in Chelmsford, but now live outside Chelmsford, and came here because I thought, in terms of a business, it was a good place to base yourself. We've got good communication links here with the M11 going down into the M25. And the amount of business coming out that I saw coming out of Harlow was greater than Chelmsford, so I thought, it's not that far away, I'll come and be here, and glad I did.
And how long have you been here?
Moved here on the 1st of March last year, so 2017, 1st of March we came, and initially we were in Greenways, and then we moved over to the Latin Bush Centre. And
do you just run this on your own?
I'm the owner director of the firm, so no, I don't run it on my own. We have a group of drivers, owner drivers. We have 12 of those. We have our own vehicles, and then we have an operations manager, Peter, and a sales manager, Dean, who are based with me here.
And is there a typical day?
Typical day for myself is normally a 7 o'clock start here, because we might have people already out doing work at that point, but it's a good starting point. It's normally when most businesses wake up and start going, so that we use an exchange network where we get a lot of leads from, and that it's normally from about 7 o'clock that starts ticking over. You'll hear it probably in the background. It's not very busy at the moment, but when it's busy, it's a series of alarms going off that you will which signify a job within 30 miles of one of our drivers, so which we can.
And what's your skill set? What do you bring to the party, as they say?
Probably a little bit of business and acumen. I ran a sports business for 20 years, which I sold a few years ago. I'm hopefully from an education background, so hopefully I'm encouraging the people within our setup to try and to improve themselves, and we're taking on an apprentice soon, which I'm very pleased to do, so we can actually have them train with our firm that will be in the accountancy side, so they can do the ATT training through the college.
And what's it like working here in the Latin Bush Centre? Is it a good place to have a business space?
I enjoy it here. There's a bit more. As I say, we were in Greenways. Here, there's a little bit more community feel to it. We actually, I came here sort of by virtue of someone I knew through a business interest who's got the office opposite, and came here because. Really, to be honest, it was a matter of it was a financial decision as much as anything, because the other one was a commercially rented offices. This is Harlow Council who, run this.
And so you've been in business a few years.
Mm-hmm.
What are the key lessons you think you've learnt? I know it's a very general question, but
I think from my particular perspective and what I try and probably infuse in the people who work with myself is that we work as a cooperative. Certainly within this profession, if we didn't have drivers, we wouldn't earn any money. The one thing I tell people is that, you know, I don't believe in the word boss. I don't think anyone's a boss. I think everyone works together for each other. So that's what I try and do, is make it as pleasant a place to work in as we can. You know, I've come into a business that certainly my understanding of this business was not great, but business was, as a general term, I did have some understanding of, and here I've tried to make it a friendly and honest company, which is what.
And so, what are your hopes? Here we're in January, which the year is slowly cranking up. But what are your hopes for 2018 in general?
I think our biggest push is to increase our customer base. We at the moment have the infrastructure to be able to do the work. We're part of a much bigger framework exchange for transport throughout the country and throughout Europe. So we have done work from Europe and to Europe. What I want to do now is push out and get to know the companies around Harlow and hopefully be able to provide a premier service for them.
And is that why, you're a member of we met this morning at the Harlow District Chamber of Commerce, is that valuable to you, being a member?
To me, yes. That's the sort of networking side and meeting people who are in different businesses. A lot of the time, you will go and meet people, and at the time it won't be beneficial to your business in that way, but you'll gain a greater understanding of business in the area. And you know, in the long term, it's a matter of getting out and meeting people and be comfortable, and them being comfortable with you, and seeing that you are, you know, hopefully a good reputable company who can provide a service they or someone they know might use.